Hi everybody, I'm Lily Jang, a full-time realtor here in the Houston area and your host of House to Home here on KPRC 2+. Thank you for joining us. We are so excited to bring you all things real estate every Saturday. If you're a buyer, a seller, if you want to show off your stunning Houston house, if you want to hear market updates, learn from the experts how to best take care of your biggest investment, see what the top interior designers are saying. We want this to be a platform for you to teach, to learn, and to be heard. The biggest question I'm getting right now from my buyers is, Lily, is it still a good time to buy a house? We're going to answer that on the show. But right now, we want to kick it off with the hottest homes on the market.
Hi guys, I'm Justin Dugat with Norhill Realty. Welcome to one of my newest listings, 9142 Bronco Drive here in Spring Branch. Lily's already inside. Let's go take a look at what she's found.
I love this counter. I've never seen this before. What is this?
So this is leather wrapped porcelain. And this island is actually 9 feet long. It's huge.
I've never heard of that. No. Leather wrapped porcelain. Sounds expensive.
It is, and it's super durable.
I love that they didn't spare any expense in this kitchen.
No, not at all. Actually, the finishes throughout are super high-end designer, restoration hardware lighting, Newport brass, plumbing fixtures. You see the pot filler here.
I love this. This is so convenient. I've never had one, but I'd love to have one. Thermador appliances.
Yes.
This is a gorgeous kitchen. Let's go around the house.
Bedroom number 1. Bedroom number 2.
Adorable, so clean.
The second full bathroom. And then I'll take you into the primary.
Okay, let's go.
So the designer high-end finishes continue into the primary bathroom. You've got marble all the way up the wall to the countertops. Restoration hardware again here with these medicine cabinets.
I love that. There's storage behind the mirrors.
Yes, yeah.
Marble everything. It is so light and bright in here. The view to that huge backyard is like amazing. We gotta take you back out there.
Yeah, you have to come see that.
Whoa, you can build an Olympic-sized pool out here.
You can. This lot is actually over 12,000 square feet. And we do have plans, permits, renderings for a pool.
Yeah, because the trees have been cleared. They really are getting ready.
Yeah, you could do so much out here.
There's so much land back here that you can actually build more home into the backyard. You can expand.
You can. I mean, the possibilities are pretty endless here.
Yeah. 9142 Bronco on the market now. Justin Dugat with Norhill Realty. He's Mr. D, y'all. This is 626 East 26th Street, a quintessential Heights home that just hit the market. Beautiful curb appeal leads you inside to this formal living, formal dining room with plenty of built-ins. You've got your butler's pantry, island kitchen, and a spacious family room. Upstairs, a large primary bedroom and spa bath. Down a long hallway for privacy, 2 other bedrooms with a Jack and Jill bathroom. Just across the courtyard and up the stairs, you have a garage apartment with a full bathroom. You can easily rent this out or just use it as a guest quarters. This gorgeous 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with over 2,800 square feet is active now. Welcome to 705 Vincent. This is a new build in the Brooksmith neighborhood here in the Heights. This 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home with nearly 3,000 square feet is on the market. You guys, meet the Castleberry team, Clarissa and Leonard. You guys are the visionaries behind this house. Tell me about this labor of love.
Yeah, this is actually our very first new construction project. We come from the renovation world where we fix current structures, but we knew that we wanted to tap into the new construction world. And with Clarissa being the visionary of the team, we decided to give her a go at this lot that we found in the Heights.
It's beautiful, open concept, modern farmhouse. Let's take a tour.
Let's do it.
This is the heart of the home. Tell me about this vision come to life.
Yes, so I wanted the kitchen to be light and airy and open. So we did white cabinets on the outside with the white backsplash, and then transitioning over to the island, quartz countertops, but with a different color island. So,
Yeah, it's French oak, which
yes.
is beautiful.
Yes, and a little bit more expensive, so I had to convince him to go up in our budget there for cabinets.
And it paid off.
Yeah, it did pay off. I was going for a spa-like bathroom, so I wanted to do herringbone marble floors, floor-to-ceiling tile in the shower room-ish area. We left it open here for the bathtub, open to this beautiful window here for natural light. Closet here for your towels and your linens.
That's a huge linen closet.
Yes, and then if that wasn't enough storage, our primary closet itself is pretty big, and I'm really proud of that too.
Let me peep this primary closet. It's like Texas sized. It's huge.
And still enough space to put whatever you're thinking, a bench maybe, so you can sit down, put on your shoes, another dresser.
This is actually their first project of many more to come. Tell me about those.
Yeah, so we have 5 more that'll be hitting the market within the next couple months. So if you'd like to see some good renovation projects, follow us on Instagram at Castleberry Real Estate, and we are excited for what's to come.
Clarissa and Leonard Castleberry, thank you guys. Great meeting you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
From the Heights, we go way west to show off one of Fulsheur's hottest developments later in the show. But right after the break, it's what everyone is talking about. We've seen a shift in the real estate market for buyers and sellers. So is it a good time to buy a house? An expert weighs in when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. Joining us in studio right now is Brian Hines with Cross Country Mortgage. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
We've seen that shift in the market. No longer are we seeing the multiple offers on all of these homes. We want to talk about what rates will do in the latter part of 2022. Let's talk about what they are today.
So rates right now are kind of in the mid to high 5s to low 6s. They're still below the 25-year average of 6.3, but we're going to probably see them continue to increase. So we saw inflation today announced up to 9.1%, so it's increased. So the Fed's going to continue their tightening. So they're probably going to be meeting at the end of this month. They're going to be probably raising rates again 75 basis points, meeting again in September. So we're probably going to see rates continue to rise throughout the year.
So to give context, we are still seeing historically low interest rates.
Correct.
In the 6%. I mean, my parents remember when it was 13, 14, 15%. What do you see happening as we end the year?
Probably rates are going to continue to increase.
Okay.
Probably
are we going
not
to see 8 or 9s?
I don't think we're going to go that high. Wish we had a crystal ball and could see that. But I think the Fed's going to continue to raise interest rates and tighten just because supply chain is so low and inflation is still so high. So until we get supply chain in check, interest rates are going to continue to rise.
Okay, so to offset a lot of fears, there are programs out there where it's called buy down. Can you talk about that in layman's terms? Because when we talk about mortgage rates, my eyes cross. So.
So over the past 2 years, you've had really sellers holding all the power in the market. So as we see inventory start to increase, we're starting to see buyers be able to get some say-so and sellers give contributions. So you can use those contributions, and we have like a smooth start program where we can do a 2-1 buy down, where basically the 2 and the 1 stand for 2% and 1%. So if you have a 6% interest rate, you're locked in. The first year it's 4%, the second year it's 5%. There's some upfront fees associated with that, so you get a seller contribution to pay for that to cover those.
Okay,
so
so you're asking the seller to contribute.
Right, correct.
We weren't asking sellers to contribute anything in the last 18 months, but now we're starting to see, what if sellers don't contribute? Can a buyer still apply for this program?
The buyer can still buy down the rate, and it's just an upfront fee that they pay for.
Okay, so that's great. Let's talk about buyers on the fence right now. They don't know what to do. I say it best. Dave Ramsey said the best time to buy a house is
right now.
In the next 5 years, if you're thinking about buying, the best time is now. Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, so over the past 2 years, we've seen appreciation happen at a rapid rate compared to previous years. It's probably going to slow down a little bit, but home values typically never go down. So we're probably going to see appreciation in 3 to 4% where it normally is. So home values are going to continue to go up. So I always tell people buy the home or marry the home, date the rate.
I love that. Yep. Marry the home because you love the home, date the rate because you can refinance later.
Yep, exactly.
Love that.
So as rates come down, you can always refinance out. Most people are not in their mortgage for 30 years, so you can refinance.
Right. I think the average person stays in their home maybe 8 years.
Right.
Maybe 8 years. Okay, there's so much to talk about when it comes to mortgages. I want to have you back next week, and we're going to talk about mortgage myths. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll see you next week. Right after the break, a Barndo what? You've seen them, but why are they trending? Let's go way south to Alvin, Texas next. Welcome back, guys. We are down here in Alvin, Texas. I'm with my client, Zach Pretty. We sold your house 2 years ago. You were telling me, I'm gonna build a barndominium, and I was like, a barn of what? And now we're here in your house that's in framing stage, and it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you excited?
Yes. It's been a long time and a lot of work, but hey, we're excited about it.
How did you even know about a barndominium, and why did you decide to build one?
Instagram. So yeah, I looked on Instagram. They talked about what the process was like. I thought, oh, it's unique, that's cool. Then I was doing a little research on it, talked to my general contractor we ended up using, and they're easy to heat in the winter, they're easy to cool in the summer. It was very solid, there's not a lot of wood in it. Hey, great way to go. So we went down that path.
So you were thinking about energy efficient. Is it also cheaper than building a regular house?
You know, it can be. I mean, it's sort of hard to tell with the cost of materials today, but yeah, I think it could be.
We have been looking at an 8-month process, a lot longer than you had expected.
Yes.
Tell me about some of the mistakes that you've made that if you could do it all over again, you would change.
Well, I really didn't anticipate how long it would take to do this, so that has been a challenge. But you know, we worked through it. All in all, the process has gone pretty smooth.
How did you find somebody who would build a barndominium?
Great question. I went to the bank. I talked to a couple of people. It was a little outside of their skill set, and the bank recommended a couple of general contractors. I talked to the 2 of them, and one really had the bandwidth to do it, and he cared, and it's been a great experience.
And you can actually do any floor plan you want inside,
Anything.
right?
Yep.
What was your
Anything you
vision?
want. You know, I looked at the space in which we lived in our old house, and I thought, this is sort of what we need. 2 teenage boys, a wife, and myself. Like to have people over and make drinks and entertain, and you know, I looked at what would be a good fit, and we came up with this.
When you told your friends that you were building a barndominium, what did they say?
Like, what are you doing?
It's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's like the new trend. Okay, walk me around. We're standing in the living room. That's the dining room kitchen. We got 2 bedrooms right here and a bathroom. Your bedroom.
2 closets, computer nook, bathroom over here. You walk from the kitchen, there'll be pantry space right here, and then the washer and dryer and dog kennels and out to the garage.
How many square feet is this going to be when all said and done?
Just over 1,800 square feet of living space, about, I think it's a little over 2,300 total.
So when are you expected to finish with this?
You know, I think by the end of September, definitely October.
Ready for the parties?
Oh, God, yes.
What are your neighbors saying about this huge structure in the community?
They're like, oh my goodness, what is this? It's funny, I'm out here on the weekends and, you know, just sitting out here enjoying the peace and quiet, and people stop all the time. What are you doing? What is this? Is that a barndominium? Are you building is that a business?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny to hear the comments.
Everybody, you guys are invited to his first party. Housewarming.
Yes.
October. Thank you so much, Zach.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You as well.
Zach was telling me that people stop him all the time and wonder if this is some commercial building. I want to bring in Mike McCoy, who is an inspector. Tell me how different this is than a regular build house that you inspect.
So it is pretty much similar to a home that we would traditionally build, a frame home. As you can tell, you can see the framing inside. Nice thing about a barndominium is you're building within a shell of the house, so you're getting the extra layer of protection.
Is it indestructible?
No, nothing's indestructible,
Okay.
but durability-wise, for instance, the roof, you would get 50 years out of it since it's steel, whereas traditional shingle roof, you would get maybe 20, 25 out of it.
So you would think of this like a shell over your house.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And so since we're further down by the coast, you would have extra layer of protection, for instance, with hurricanes, and the high winds wouldn't necessarily blow the roof off.
And as far as like HVAC and insulation, everything else is just like a regular build.
Yeah, it would be. It would actually probably be a little more energy efficient because of the shell. You know, you're building basically an envelope around the house, right? So you can seal off all the open areas. So overall, it's very much like a normal house. It's just, you know, you're building within the house.
From an inspector standpoint, would you buy a barndominium?
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, you know, my wife and I are talking about moving out of the suburbs. We live in Katy and Cinco Ranch, and kind of want to get our own little spot, and this would be a great way to do it.
Right after the break, a master plan community with a farm and lazy river. Should I get in? Let's go west to Fulshear, Texas. Thank you again for joining us on this episode of House to Home here on KPRC 2+. You guys, we want to hear from you. What do you guys want to see each week? We want to take your advice, suggestions. please email us house2home@kprc.com. And as always, if you have any questions about buying or selling, please let me know. As my photographer Mario Sandoval and I wrap up the show here in the field, we want to send you to the beautiful Fulshear, Texas. If you guys are coming from downtown Houston, go west on I-10, take the Igloo exit, it's also called Jordan Ranch Boulevard, follow all the signs to the model home park, and you see this. 12 different model homes here at Jordan Ranch. We're gonna start at Chesmar. Let's go inside. We are here with the inimitable, everybody's favorite person, favorite everything, realtor relations extraordinaire,
It's a
Tammy
mouthful.
Nicole. Hello, Lily.
Good
So
to see you. You too.
If
Thank
you're a
you.
realtor, you know her. She represents Johnson Development, and we're here at Chesmar. Tell us about this home.
Yes, welcome to Chesmar Homes in Jordan Ranch. This home, I think one of the magnificent things about it is the engineer has this special way of taking something like 2,341 square feet and making it feel huge. It is so open. It's a beautiful open floor plan, as you can see. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's on a 50-foot lot, and we have 2 homes available right now, move-in ready.
Take me around.
All right, let's walk this way.
Open
You wanna see the
concept.
primary?
Let's go.
Look at this.
Tray ceilings, my
Beautiful.
favorite.
Beautiful.
I love bathrooms that have a separate soaking tub, stand-up shower, 2 different vanities, and also a private water closet.
All right, let's go in here. You know,
Okay.
we were talking about the open concept. Take a look at this.
Airspace is what I call it.
Airspace, I
love high
like
ceilings.
that. Beautiful stove here, and then right across from it is going to be the sink, which to me makes it so easy when you're cooking.
That's right.
All right, and in here we have another bedroom. One of the things I love in here, besides like we've been talking about the high ceilings, which that is so nice, but also the windows. They're also very tall, and so you've got a lot of lighting coming in. All right, so now we are at the 45-foot David Weekley.
Beautiful entry. You've got 2 bedrooms here.
Yep, right
and
here.
it opens up seamlessly into this open concept floor plan. Tell us about this house.
Yes, absolutely. It's 2,061 square feet, but it is it's on a 45-foot lot, but what's really cool is the depth is 140 feet. Another great thing about it is the open floor plan, and they have no wasted space, as you can see, and the price point starts in the 334s.
I love a frameless shower in the bathroom. You've got double vanities here, and it's just wide, and it opens up right into the huge closet. So this is the biggie.
Yes, girl, this is the J. Patrick Homes.
I mean, talk about a wow factor.
Absolutely.
They get it with
They
their
do.
entries.
Because they're a semi-custom builder, you can get anything you see. That's the beauty of working with J. Patrick Homes. So this home is 4,290 square feet on a 70-foot lot, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. And I already mentioned that they have the power to personalize. That is their phrase. I love that. You have the 20-foot ceilings. I mean, look at this. Wow.
First floor primary bedroom is always sought after. You've got
Yes.
the tray ceilings.
Yep.
Impressive.
Look at the windows.
Yeah,
Absolutely
huge windows.
beautiful. But,
But let's go inside the bathroom.
all right, so in here, first of all, the size. But now let's go through the car wash shower.
I love this.
How awesome is this?
Well, it's gigantic.
It's gigantic. Now, I think, like you said, we can have a party in here.
God, it can fit
Am I
like 20
right?
people.
No.
How many shower heads are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Dang.
Love it.
Yes, so this is absolutely amazing. And it's one of the things that people talk
Bigger
about.
than my bedroom.
Look at this tub. This is huge.
An adorable amenity here in Jordan Ranch is this, you guys. There's a local farm. You can actually come here and buy your vegetables. Look at this. Tomatillos, scallions, long beans, beets, watermelon. It's
Yes.
the honor system.
It is. It is the honor system. We have an iPad here where they can pay.
So we are wrapping up here in what's called the shed.
Yes, yes. We are actually in the fitness center part of the shed. And as you can see, it's got all the up-to-date equipment. Then if you go outside, we actually have a playground. We have a splash pad. We have tennis courts. We have the pool, which includes the lazy river.
Have you seen Tammy? Where did Tammy go? Tammy! Tammy! All right, I'm gonna go find Tammy. We will see you next week on House to Home here on KPRC 2+. Tammy, yoo-hoo.